What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Screen. It's your girl Jazz, and in this video we are going to be talking about Pretty Little Liars Endgame episode number 4. The turn up was real this episode. We're just gonna dive right in and get into the nitty gritty because see, this is why I have to talk by like character, because I get all excited and everything that happened in the show is just like all over everywhere in my brain, and I just want to just spew it all out at once, but that's not organized and that won't work. So we're just gonna slow down. Just slow down a little bit. Let's do this. Let's go through the episode instead of character by character, just because with Arya, it's gonna be kind of hard because we circle back to her, right? Arya. Now, I've been telling you guys I feel bad for Arya, because I do. With her situation with Ezra, I feel really bad because I just couldn't even imagine how she feels. And then it's Nicole standing there in the living room, and then, you know, she goes and makes herself comfy and lays in the bed and everything. So it's proud of Arya for being like, I'm not taking a couch. Like, get your situation is a little complicated, but I'll go stay somewhere else for the evening. And then to hear Ezra's take on everything and be like, oh, but I still care about you, and I'm just doing what the therapists think should be done, and yada, 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 yada. I'm like, okay, well, I guess you still care. And he's back, so it wasn't his finger. It was Archer's finger, who's Allison's psychotic dead husband that Hannah murdered. I didn't think about that. Honestly, I didn't. I was more set on somebody new dying than it being the dead guy's finger. I don't know. I guess I was thinking too far outside of the box. So, yeah. I was really hoping that Arya wasn't going to make a very bad hoping that Arya wasn't going to make a very bad decision, like abandoning Allison at the little ducky store, as like we have no idea what she's walking into, but she did. She's desperate. And, you know, I get it. She wants to see what AD has to say and what's happening and all that types of stuff. But this is what we said was gonna happen, that the game was gonna start turning them against each other. And here she goes. Shows up at the limo to meet AD. Surprise, surprise. It's Sydney. But she's got something in her ear. Now, initially, I was like, oh, she deaf? Like, I don't know. I thought she had like a, I don't know. It didn't register to me at first that like, she's talking to somebody. I thought it was like, you know, I don't know, she's got her own issues too, and something they've done is why she's deaf. I don't know. I was like, maybe that's why her and Jenna are just so connected, but I was wrong. Somebody is in her ear. You know, it was like, oh, what? She's calling the shots? And then it was like, nah, shut that down real quick. So her saying that it's no fun being on the losing team made me feel like, you know, she was being bothered and she switched too. That's kind of how that made me feel. And I was like, there's no way that Arya can do this. There's no way that she's gonna switch sides and start helping torture her friends, like, to save her own butt. Like, there's no way. They're in this together. Then we find out that Allison is pregnant with Emily's baby. What? When the lady at the store was like, yeah, the gift for your donor or whatever, I was like, the donor? Oh, okay, so it's something of like Archer's or whatever, thinking like sperm donor, not egg donor. Oh my gosh, completely was not expecting that at all. Now, I had completely forgot that Emily had done anything with eggs and that they had got stolen in the first place. Never crossed my mind that they got stolen and implanted into Allison. Like, I was not ready for that. I feel like that's a whole new level of crazy for the whole AD thing. Like, wow. Because now Allison had decided she was gonna get the abortion, and now it's like, well, I don't know what to do now because it's not even my baby. It's Emily's baby. Does Emily want to have a baby with the crazy guy? And like, it's just such nuts. That just puts a whole new dynamic on the whole thing, which is just nuts. I wasn't prepared. I was in like complete shock. Something that didn't really surprise me is the fact that Mary killed Jessica I mean, according to Spencer's dad, who's a liar and King Hoochie, but if that really is the case, we're not really surprised about that, right? Like, you know, Spencer's like, are you sure they were sisters? When? Like, just because they look the same doesn't mean that they had any type of good mystical twin sisterly relationship. Like, they're both nuts. She killed her, she killed her. It is what it is. So yeah, no surprise there whatsoever, like whatever. Emily and Paige, I guess. Beverly's happy, whatever. But does this mean that you're gonna start telling Paige? It was interesting to me that Paige didn't tell Emily that she saw Allison's brochure. Like, why not just tell her? Like, I know part of the secret now, so I decided to stay. You're right, I'm sorry. It's not what I thought it was, and move on. Why not say anything about it? That was weird to me. I feel like that was just a perfect opportunity to be like, yeah, I saw this pamphlet on the table. It is what it is. Unless she was just like, felt like she would be mad at her about it, which I guess kind of makes sense, but I don't know. Their relationship is just kind of weird to me. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Feel bad for Hannah that it has to be Hannah's turn again because Arya's a little sneaking snake and wasn't there for anything. I didn't even feel like she showed much concern or remorse or care. Like, it's one thing to not know what to say when your friend, or when you find out that one of your best friends was inseminated with one of your other best friend's eggs and her psycho ex-husband's sperm that you guys all murdered and buried. Maybe you don't have the words, but there was no emotion whatsoever. Like, she was just, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. What? I need some more shock and awe because I'm over here freaking out. These are your friends. I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more concerned. I think Hannah's gonna crack. I don't think Hannah's gonna be able to take people not having a turn. The fact that Arya doesn't have a turn and Hannah has to go again, like right away, it's gonna mess with her a lot. Like, Hannah's feisty. She's all about what's fair and calling people out and all this types of stuff. So I don't think she's gonna be able to handle it. And I don't know, and then what's Arya gonna do? Did you guys see the hoodie in her locker? Like, she's gonna turn that much? Like, I have hope for, I'm hoping and praying that Arya like chickens out and just doesn't go through with it, or that she's just trying to like be like undercover and figure things out. But then I feel like that's playing with fire because they're gonna expose you guys for murder. And then Spencer and this cop looks like he's onto her a little bit. Looking at the trailer for next episode, he's like, every route I take just keeps coming back to you. What does that mean? I wonder what he finds out and what's gonna happen, but we're not gonna know for another 2 freaking weeks. Who wants to wait 2 weeks? I don't wanna wait 2 weeks. That's like an eternity. But I'll figure some other things out to fill up the space for the missing video for next week. I don't know, you guys. I'm freaking out. I feel like there are no limits with AD. You can impregnate somebody with her friend's kid. There's no boundaries. They're gonna start dropping like flies. And who's gonna be the first to go? I don't think that it's gonna be Spencer because they're making it seem like it's gonna be Spencer. I think it's gonna be Hannah. I think Hannah's gonna be the first one to crack. So that's my question this week. I wanna know who you guys think is gonna be the first one to crack. Who's the first one out? Let's go. Get in that comment section and let me know what you think. My vote's Hannah. I really, really, really wanna know what you guys think. I'm having so much fun engaging with you guys and talking to you guys about these shows. So let's keep it going. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button for me. If you wanna see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. As always, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, God first, God bless.